All right, man, back again, man. It's your boy Jesse Guy, a.k.a. the Black Guard Scourge, man. We back again, and this time we're going to talk about loose lip ships. The benefits of silence and secrecy. Are there some benefits of silence and secrecy, bro?
Well, damn right.
Man, so you with the Pragmatic Hotels, man. Where we live from, man? Whose studio we in, bro?
We in the Rising Royalty, the Royalty Rising studio here in Jackson, Mississippi, and it's an honor and privilege to be back.
Straight up, man, we thank the cameraman for really, man, providing us this platform, this space, man, to give us this professional, you know what I'm saying, representation. Let us know as hotels we own some shit. You feel me? We, you know what I'm saying, I wanted to go to a park or something like, nah, bro, like, nah, man, let's get into like a real professional setting. Let them know that we got a space we can go to. Motherfuckers ain't broke around here, you hear me? But, man, straight up, this ain't no shot, this ain't no diss, man. But straight up, man, it's a lot of motherfuckers breaking their silence and secrecy. I'm gonna bring up a situation, yes, and it's a fresh situation. I'm not gonna call no names, but it was a situation where somebody lost their life, yes, and if the family was hurt, right, and rightfully so. And it was in the city. I ain't gonna say the city, but it was, you know. But come on, y'all. Folks watching social media. Right. Why make threats and what you gonna do? You know, the cameraman, he knows what I'm talking about. It's certain things you keep in-house, in-group. Don't bring all your feelings on because people watching. Right. Motherfuckers already got an idea of what's coming next. Right. But you want to show them because you want to show how tough you is and send a fucking message. And you want to put everything out, man. This social media got people fucked up, bro. Right. And it's certain times, man, and I understand, you know, as society goes, technology, that's just a natural process thing. But, man, real talk, man, you got to think. It ain't a few people watching. You got potentially billions of people watching. Depending on what social media platform you using, you got potentially, yeah, it might say you got 53 views. but
30,000.
Right on. And people like to blow things out of context, and a lot of time in technology, translation gets lost. Right. And man, people run their mouth, man, really dry snitching, wet snitching, man, it's crazy. I don't know if it's just the decade we living in, cause I know you are 80s babies. I'm a young Thundercat, so the value systems might be a little different, but man, y'all, but real talk, man. If y'all think that's being solution, or it really ain't, cause what you're doing, you pissing people off and making motherfuckers want to, come hard at you. And like I say, them folks is watching, bro.
Thank you for the introduction. And you're absolutely correct. And I know you feel a passion towards this as well. Everybody's not interested in being solution oriented. Some people come with an undermining spirit. There are other people who are innocently ignorant, what we call naive. Innocently ignorant, naive. That don't mean they don't know nothing. They don't mean they don't have no intentionality, but they're very unaware of the consequences of their actions. It's like two teenagers, upstairs. They might know that their parents told them they're not supposed to be doing what they end up doing, but they don't know about the full responsibility that comes 9 months and 10 months later. They're not aware of that. They have innocent ignorance. They are naive of what goes on, cause and effect and whatnot. And so you have these different dynamics in every single group that I've been a part of and every group I've read about. You have this dynamic where, a certain group of people understand that you can't talk about everything out in public. And you got another group of people who are coming in and willing to work, full of zeal, and they don't always understand. They haven't been burnt. They don't have the scars to know that everything is not for public consumption. The truth of the matter is there's always a need for privacy if you want to get something done. And I know there's such a thing called transparency. There's such a thing called having transparent government, having transparent roles and rules. You want to have order. But the truth of the matter is, if you really want to get something done, you have to close the door. You have to have a meeting before the meeting and a meeting after the meeting. And everybody that's in the middle of that meeting ain't always at the first of those two, the last meeting and the first meeting. All great things are done in the dark. If you understand the ancient Nile Valley high culture and civilization, then you recognize something called Amen. Amen represents the hidden energetic aspect of creation. Ra represents the visible energetic aspect of creation. Both of them are valuable. They're both a part of the same thing, but they're separated so that the human mind can better comprehend what each one's role is in terms of that philosophy. And so when you want to see something grow, when you don't see it, you see it grow, but you don't see what made it grow. When you're ready to give birth to something, the birth takes place in what Elijah Muhammad called the triple darkness of the womb. It takes place in the triple darkness of the soil. It takes place within the triple darkness of outer space. It takes place within the triple darkness of the abyss underneath the water. And that's where the life comes from that we eventually bear witness to once the light hit it. Before the light can even come, the darkness is already present. And before order presents itself, it comes from a space of chaos, which is part of the creative process. So if I bring you into my organization, or you let me into your organization, and then we want to get something done, there's a meeting that we have where a lot of people are involved, and there's another meeting or set of meetings that we have where only a few people are involved. And if you're a part of the meeting where only a few people are involved, you are not supposed to just willy-nilly share that information with the larger group that is present and not present. That information is supposed to be set aside until something comes into fruition, something is birthed, something grows, something sprouts forward. Then you talk about it. But you don't talk about it while it's in the formation stage. And in some cases, we got a situation where loose lips are sinking ships. Why? Because we got fussing in public. People who have disagreements behind closed doors coming in front of other people, not settling behind closed doors where it's supposed to be settled. No, they want to go in public. They're looking for allies. They want to be validated inappropriately. They want to be validated for their incorrect or malperceived ideas. Yes. Hey. Yes, I'm sorry. I got to go.
You hit on some real shit. And it probably brought an idea in my head.
Yes, sir.
And it goes back to solution
oriented.
When people do that and they bring it out in public, is the solution really what they want? Or are they looking to fucking cause a bigger problem? Because it's like, I know you've been in fights before. Yeah. I know the cameraman definitely been in some fights before. I had a few scraps here and there. Like I said, I grew up sheltered, so But anyway, one cat, the cat who got a lot of kinfolks and a lot of partners and stuff, right. Anytime you about to fight that cat,
right.
Whether he can whoop your ass or not,
right.
Anytime you about to fight him, man, I'll whoop your, he got to scream loud.
You got to get loud. You call him for help.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it ain't really more so about he want to whoop your ass or whatever it's more so like he really want to destroy you. He want to embarrass you.
Right. He's not looking to resolve. He's not looking to truly resolve the problem for the sake of the collective uplift. He wants to get his personal, egotistical, self-centered victory. And it blinds him to the larger scheme of things. It blinds him to the larger mission, the hurt and the pain of the egocentric desire. The egocentric boosting is what is fueling this individual because they're immature and they haven't been properly developed. And all of us have that in us. But once again, we have to be able to grab ourselves once we recognize who our true enemy is, recognize who we are and what we're supposed to be, what type of principles we live by. And we get that appropriate self-love. Then you can grab yourself in the middle of a situation and pull yourself and say, hey, wait, ding, I'm not supposed to conduct myself like this. This is not going the way it should. I might need to pull back a little bit. I might need to reset. Not that I'm wrong. Not that that my information is inaccurate, but maybe I could take a more efficient, a more effective method in order to accomplish the reaching of a solution, as opposed to just fussing and fighting and arguing in public with information that's supposed to stay private, that would best be reserved for another space, but instead you out here in other people's face that you ain't supposed to be. Innocent people, and you pulling them along. Sometimes you talking to predatorial people that's looking like vultures to just come and swoop in and just steal something or mess up the prize, and you don't give something a chance to grow, a chance to come to full fruition. You snuff it out before it can do what it's supposed to do because your loose lips are sinking a ship that could sail a long way, but you putting holes in it by talking too much at the wrong time. When you're seeking publicity, some people do it with an innocent ignorance. That's naive. But some people are trying to undermine the situation. Both of those things might have the same effect, but the truth of the matter is, I can teach an innocent, ignorant person. I can teach a naive person, and then they'll learn better, and in learning better, they'll do better. But a person that's looking to undermine is like a person with that's playing sleep. You can't wake a person up that's playing sleep, because all they're going to do is just keep their eyes closed. They're not going to let themselves see. So you got some individuals like that that's in every organization, every group dynamic. And when we see it, no, you can't get away from it. You're not going to get away from it. I mean, there's ways to deal with it. And you should build those things into your organization as your organization grows, but you can't get away from it. My whole point in all of this is to say this. Become one with Ma'at, because in Ma'at is the balancing of the land. Follow the 10 virtues of Ma'at, do them in your mirror, adopt the Nguzo Saba. If you got to use Robert Rules of Order, get Robert's Rules of Order to help yourself have some structure. But either way, you have to follow a protocol where there's an understanding that if we bring you in this back room and let you learn how the levers work, you can't be up in the front room telling people everything that you saw. Otherwise, the organization is going to fall and fail or not be as productive as it could be. My name is Mr. MRDMEEZY. Know thyself to love thyself to save ourselves. One life, one love, one enemy, one God, one aim, one destiny. Ma'at Hotep, may we continue to be a blessing to others.